A W250 by 33 beam carries a uniform gravity load of 8 kilonewtons per meter, including its own weight, on a simple span of 4.6 meter. The beam has placed on a slope 4 vertical and 12 horizontal. Use A36 steel and assume that the load passes through the centroid of the section. Properties of W250 by 33: yung base of the flange 146 mm, thickness of the flange 9.1 mm, thickness of the web 6.6 mm, yung kanyang depth or D na 258 mm, section modulus along x-axis na 379 times 10 raised to 3 mm cube, section modulus along y-axis na 64.7 times 10 raised to 3 mm cube. Allowable bending stress along x-axis, meron tayong equation na 0.66 of the yield strength of steel, and allowable bending stress at y-axis na 0.75 Fy, and wherein yung value ng ating Fy or yung yield strength of steel, considering that A36 steel, meron tayong value na 250 megapascal. Okay? Letter A, determine the bending stress of the section with respect to x-axis or yung FBX natin. Okay? Next one naman, determine the total bending stress of the section. Ano yung kanyang total? Or an addition ng FBX, actual bending stress along x-axis, and the actual bending stress along y-axis. Letter C, determine the ratio of the actual to the allowable bending stress using the interaction value or yung interaction formula natin. Na meron tayong formula na actual bending stress along x-axis divided by yung kanyang allowable bending stress along x-axis plus yung allowable bending stress at y-axis over the allowable bending stress along y-axis. Okay? Yun yung magiging equation natin. So, para ma-solve natin to, i-analyze muna natin yung mga given. So, meron tayong given load na uniform gravity load or isang uniform distributed load na 8 kilonewtons per meter. So, naka-indicate dito, nakasali na dito ang kanyang self-weight or ang kanyang own weight. So, yung type of span natin is simply supported na meron siyang length na 4.6 meter. So, kung i-drawing natin yan, meron tayong simple span dito or simply supported beam. Okay. Assuming it is pin connected on the other side and a roller on the other side. So, meron tayong length dito na 4.6 meter. So, meron tayong uniformly distributed load dito. Kasali na yung kanyang self-weight na 8 kilonewtons per meter yung kanyang value. Okay? And meron tayong slope dito or naka-incline siya ng 4 vertical and 12 horizontal. So, if this is the slope, so meron siyang 4 vertical, yung kanyang slope ay 4 vertical and 12 horizontal. Yun yung ating slope. Okay? So, right away, pwede na natin compute yung kanyang angle or yung kanyang theta. Theta is tangent function or inverse tangent function of opposite or adjacent na 4 over 12. So, theta is meron tayong value na 0.5 shift tan of 4 divided. So, yung angle natin ay 18.43. Okay. Angle natin is 18.43 degrees. Angle natin is 18.43 degrees. So, very important yung inclination natin, yung kanyang angle. Okay? Next naman natin na consider. So, kapag kasi, again, pag sinabi natin na biaxial bending, meron na tayong bending stress along x at saka sa y-axis. Okay? Meron tayong FBX at saka FBY. Katulad ng bending stress or FB, equal yan sa moment over the section modulus. Okay? Kapag yung x yung kinonsider natin, definitely kailangan yung moment along x-axis at saka sa kanyang section modulus along x-axis. Same thing kay FBY na moment along y over the section modulus along y-axis. Okay? So, kapag in-incline natin ang isang section, kapag nagkaroon tayo ng isang section for particular sa problem natin, na-incline dyan. Okay, ng theta natin kanina. Okay? Yung double section natin, meron tayong double section na beam. Okay? Nagpa-pass through or nandito yung kanyang load. Okay? Nandito yung kanyang load. Nandito si W or meron tayong value na 8 kilonewtons per meter. Okay? Vertical ang ating loading. Ngayon, if in-incline natin siya or nagkaroon na ng inclination, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng tinatawag na normal component or WN. Okay? Kung ano yung angle natin dito, ganun yung magiging angle natin dito. Kung ano yung kanyang nirotate. Okay? So, using the principle of Pythagorean theorem, ito yung hypotenuse, and given yung hypotenuse at kinukuha natin yung or adjacent niya, so WN is equivalent sa W cosine theta. Okay? So, sa tangential side naman or sa kanyang kabilang banda, kanyang component dito sa side na ito ay tinatawag na load at tangential side. Okay? So again, by the principle of Pythagorean theorem, WT or weight along the tangential side is W sine theta. Okay? So nagkaroon kasi tayo ng component. So from WN to and W tangential naman is W sine theta. Ayun, yung problema na lang natin is alin ba yung W na i-consider natin with respect sa mga iba't or sa X or Y bending stress. Okay? So, since simply supported yan, yung maximum moment na pwede natin makuha ay sa simply supported ay W or M WL squared over 8. Tama. So, if bending stress at x-axis, alin ba sa W natin, kung WN or WT, yung kukonsider natin na loads? Okay? Kapag x-axis or bending stress along x-axis, ano ba yung load na nakaka-apekto along x-axis? Yun yung WN natin. Okay? So, yung FBX natin magiging MN over SX. Tama. Ngayon, yung magiging maximum moment natin along the normal axis or normal sa load surface natin ay magiging WN L squared over 8. Sa value naman ng FBY, magiging M tangential over value of SY. Okay? So, yung M tangential natin ay magiging WT L squared over 8. So, bakit ko ba sinabi or in-indicate kanina or na-mention na kailangan yung loadings natin ay well-specified? Dahil, if hindi naka-specify yung ating loadings, let's say for example, such roof load is nandito siya sa itaas, wala siya sa centroid, yung magiging FBY natin instead of MT over SY ay magiging MT over 1/2 SY. Okay? Kapag nasa itaas ang ating loadings, wala siya sa centroid. Okay? For the sake of this problem, hayaan muna natin yung consideration na 1/2 SY. Okay? Going back to the first question, so sa letter A, ano ba yung actual bending stress along x-axis? So, alam natin that Mn over Sx, yung actual bending stress along x-axis. So, una natin i-compute si Mn. Mn na meron tayong value na ito yung Mn. So, W cosine theta. Okay? So, 8 cosine Mn ay Wn L squared over 8. WL squared over 8. So, compute muna natin si Wn or W cosine angle. So, Wn ay 8 cosine 18.43 degrees. So, yung Wn natin ay 7.59 kilonewton per meter. So, pwede na natin ma-compute si maximum moment along the normal axis. So, 7.59 kilonewtons per meter multiplied by yung length natin kanina. So, yung length ay 4.6 meter divided by 8. Magiging moment natin ay 20.7 or 20.07 kilonewton meter. That is for the value of Mn, or yung moment natin along normal axis. So, 20.07 kilonewtons meter. So, after natin makuha si Mn, pwede na natin i-compute si allowable bending stress along x-axis. So, Fbx, meron siyang value na 20.07 kilonewton meter over yung ating section modulus along x-axis na 379 times 10 raised to 3 millimeter cube. 379 times 10 raised to 3 millimeter cube. So, since hindi consistent yung unit natin, i-convert na lang natin na magkakaroon tayo ng intensity na Newton at saka millimeter para later on ma-convert natin siya into megapascal. Okay? So, in every 1 kilonewton, we have 1,000 Newton. Okay? In every 1 meter, we have 1,000 millimeter. So, cancel na yung isang millimeter, magiging squared. Cancel na yan. Magiging unit natin ay Newton millimeter squared. So, yung value ni X or FBX ay 52.97 Newton per millimeter squared, or FBX, since Newton millimeter squared ay equal din yan sa megapascal. So, that is 52.97 megapascal. Okay, that is yung ating actual bending stress along x-axis. Okay? That is for the question letter A. Next naman natin is letter B. Question. What is the total bending stress, or yung FBX plus FBY? Okay? So, kanina meron na tayong na-compute na actual bending stress along x-axis na 52.97 megapascal. Okay? So, hanapin naman natin ngayon si FBY, or actual bending stress along y-axis. So, katulad ng kanina, FBY ay M, tangential na tayo ngayon, and section modulus along y-axis. So, yung maximum moment natin along tangential axis ay W tangential, or yung load along tangential axis multiply by yung kanyang L squared over 8. Kamukha lang din ng kanina. Okay, so compute na natin si WT or W sin theta. So katulad ng nakuha natin dito. Okay. So si WT ay 8 sin 18.43 degrees. So ang ating WT ay 2.53 kilonewtons per meter. Yun yung value ng WT natin. So, pwede na natin i-compute si moment tangential or 2.53 times yung length natin na 4.6. So, 4.6 squared over 8. Meron tayong value ni moment along y-axis or tangential axis na 6.69 kilonewton meter. Okay? So, kapag meron na tayong moment, pwede na natin i-compute si FBY. So, FBY ay 6.69 kilonewton meter over SY, yung section modulus natin along y-axis na 64.7 times 10 raised to 3 millimeter cube. 64.7 times 10 raised to 3 millimeter cube. So, merong inconsistency again sa ating units. So, gawin natin Newton at saka millimeter para maging megapascal ang ating sagot. So, in every 1 kilonewton, meron tayong 1,000 Newton. And then, in every, so cancel na si kilonewton doon. In every 1 meter, meron tayong 1,000 millimeter. So, cancel na si meter. So, dito meron tayong millimeter. Cancel na yung isa dito, magiging na lang siyang raised to 2. Okay? So, by computing, FBY natin ay 103.43 Newton millimeters squared or 103.43 megapascal. Yun ang ating FBY. So, ito yung ating FBX. Para makuha yung ating total bending stress, FBX plus FBY, 52.97 plus 103.43, FB natin, or yung total bending stress natin, ay 156.4 megapascal. Ito ang ating sagot for letter B. Ito yung ating sagot for letter B. Okay, so 156.4 megapascal. Okay, that is for letter B. Ngayon naman, punta na tayo sa letter C, o yung hinahanap yung ratio ni actual FBX over allowable FBX plus actual bending stress along y-axis divided by the actual or allowable bending stress along y-axis. So, kanina na-compute na natin si FBX na 52.97 megapascal. Okay? Si FBY naman, or si actual bending stress along y-axis, FBY natin along y-axis 103.43 megapascal. Ngayon naman, yung hinahanap naman natin si allowable bending stress along x-axis and allowable bending stress along y-axis. Kung babalikan natin yung problem natin kanina, or yung meron siyang in-indicate na equation para makompute si allowable bending stress along x-axis at kay allowable bending stress along y-axis. Okay? Sa allowable bending stress along x-axis, that is 66% or 0.66 of Fy So, compute natin. .66 of Fy. Yung Fy natin is 250. So, meron tayong 165. Okay. Meron tayong 155 megapascal. For allowable bending stress along y-axis naman ay 75% or 0.75 of yield strength of steel. So, 0.75 times 250. So, ito ay compute natin. .75 multiplied by 250, meron tayong 187.5. So, yung allowable bending stress natin ay 187.5 megapascal. So, para makuha natin yung interaction value o yung inihiling niya, yung ratio ni actual and allowable, so i-substitute natin 52.97 megapascal divided by 155 megapascal plus 103.43 divided by 187.5 parehas na megapascal. So, cancel. So, yung interaction value natin is unitless or wala siyang unit. So, if ko-compute natin yan, magkakaroon tayo ng value na 0.83. So, yun yung sagot natin for letter C.